I'm Pittsburgh criminal defense attorney Lyle Dresbold. This week I'm trying a case where the government is depending solely on an eyewitness identification. Despite the Supreme Court describing eyewitness identification as notoriously unreliable, there's almost nothing more convincing to a jury than a live human being who takes the stand, points a finger at the defendant, and says that's the one.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
This paradox is why the leading cause of wrongful criminal conviction is incorrect eyewitness identification. There are many reasons why victims are bad at identifying wrongdoers. First, studies have found significant impairment in identification when the victim and the actor are of different races. The effect appears to be true regardless of the races in question. This cross-race impairment has been observed to substantially overshadow all other variables, even when testing people who have been surrounded by members of the other race for their entire lives.
Who let the dogs out? Who?
The presence of stress has a dramatically negative impact on the accuracy of eyewitness memory, and if a weapon is present, the eyewitness identification is often even less accurate. The way the police conduct their investigation can also influence the accuracy of the identification. If the police offer a lineup, they should tell the witness that the suspect may not be present. Without that instruction, the witness feels obligated to pick one of the choices offered. The officer administering the lineup should also not know which of the choices the true suspect is. This way, subtle, often unintentional clues cannot be misinterpreted, and the witness won't receive a false sense of confidence. Ironically, the level of confidence that a person has in his identification is irrelevant as to whether the ID is accurate. In 48 states, juries hear evidence and evaluate arguments on problems with eyewitness identification. However, in Pennsylvania, we're barred from presenting this evidence. Our juries don't get to know all of the facts before making their decision. This is likely why 80% of the people released after being wrongly convicted in this state went to prison based on a bad ID. Every time a wrongly identified person is incarcerated, a guilty person walks free. If the law doesn't change, and we have to continue telling half-truths to juries, we can expect to continue locking people away who haven't committed a